Best they don't see you west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me? I'm heading east. Best they don't see you over in the west then. Best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here. I'm heading east. Best they don't see you over in the west then.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Best they don't see you over in the west then. Best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here. I'm heading best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Best they don't see you over in the west then.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
I'm heading east. Best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me. Best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the mora keeps rolling.
Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the West then.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Best I don't see you over in the west, then. With here. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
Sorry for taking so long to get ready, y'all.
With you here.
If any of you could let me know that my voice is audible, that would be greatly appreciated. I need to fill up my drink, and I'd rather not have to wait to check my audio myself. It'll be faster if someone can just say literally anything for me to know my audio is working. If you're wondering why the two are related, what does that do for me getting my drink ready? Well, getting my drink ready takes time and effort with my hands.
Pretty normal, right?
Meanwhile, setting up the stream so I can hear myself also takes time and effort with my hands. So the confirmation from a fan means that's one less task I have to do. And of course, if I only have lurkers, I can just deal with that on my own once I'm done here. I should have bagged up these sodas, man. Because every time I drink from these cans, I feel sick. Which is weird. They say that there was no residue from my house getting nuked. But I always feel unwell when I drink directly from these cans, not to slowly pour them out and wait for all the bubbles to go down. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe I'm not actually feeling sick when I drink from these cans. I'm just mentally tricking myself into thinking something's happening. I don't know. I'm done. Ignore me. Actually, don't ignore me. Watching me is what gives me life. Please don't ignore me. Just ignore the stupid shit that comes out of my mouth. That'll be enough. Yeah, ignore the stupid shit that comes out of my mouth, but pay attention to everything else that comes out of my mouth. Which, quite frankly, isn't that much else. Alright, no one has confirmed I'm audible, so let's check manually to see if I'm on. Testing, testing, can you hear your beautiful voice? Testing, testing. Testing, testing, can you hear your beautiful voice? Alright, I am audible. What's up, Twitch?
Watch out!
It's your Lord and Savior, King D353. I've never streamed here. Let's stream Genshin Impact. In the last stream, we did some no-name side event. In this stream, an entire, new patch came in while I was gone. We got some Traveler Tales, which for those that aren't aware, are just, fun conversations with characters that you can find all around the overworld. I would show you one as an example, but it looks like there's none currently available in Natlan. Or at the very least, I'm too visually impaired to see one available in Natlan. Let's see, are there any in Sumeru for me to give you guys an example? Yes. So here's an example right here. There's a Sino here, and in Visidia Fields, right outside of Sumeru City. And if I go there, I'll be able to have a conversation with Sino and get, like, little extra fun scene shits. We have Skirk's character story, who I intend on pulling for with my 5,000 primos. So I'm probably not going to get her, but that's besides the point. And, of course, we have the Abyss Twin story, because every patch gives us a main story, and today, this is it. And today, this is what we're doing for the stream. By the way, I think I'm just going to stop grabbing character stories altogether, because I swear to God, there used to be a thing where you could grab the story, but not trigger it. I swear that used to be a thing, and that thing doesn't exist anymore, because, like, the thing's active. I didn't want it to be active, I wanted it to be triggered, but not active. But here it is, and it's active now, and I hate it. Also, wait, do character stories not require keys anymore? I just noticed that. The keys are here for the, hangout events, but the keys aren't here on Skirk's screen. Did they stop making character stories require keys? When did they do that? I mean, I'm not objecting to that. It's good they no longer cost keys, but why? Anyway, so the fact that it automatically triggers made me miss one thing on screen for Skirk's story, and that was Paimon talking to me from seemingly far away. She said something I didn't catch, and now I have to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Again, that's not this stream. I'm just telling you guys now because it's on my mind now. When we get around to this, I might forget that, so it's better to tell you guys now. But, yeah, this is the story we're actually going to be doing today. But first, let's do our warm-up, which, as per usual, we'll be testing out the new characters. So we'll test out Skirk, Shenhe, and Dahlia. Character summary. Oh god, 6 whole pages, okay. Skirk is a cryo damage dealer who uses serpent subtlety to attack opponents. Sorry. She can either deal continuous damage or burst damage, depending on how her abilities are used. When Skirk uses her elemental skill, she can obtain a fixed amount of serpent's subtlety. Serpent subtlety can maintain the special mode 7-phase flash, which she can enter by tapping her elemental skill, in which her normal attacks will be enhanced. Be fully consumed to unleash an elemental burst, Havoc Ruin, unleashing rapid consecutive slashes against opponents. After unlocking Skirk's passive talent, Reason Beyond Reason, when party members trigger Frozen, Superconduct, Cryo Squirrel, or Cryo Crystallize reactions, they will also create void rifts on the field. Skirk can absorb these void rifts through specialized means, which will allow her to attain additional serpent subtlety. So, sucks it doesn't work with melt and... Actually, no, just melt. It sucks it doesn't work with melt, but oh well, I guess. When tapping her elemental skills, Skirk can obtain a fixed amount of serpent subtlety and switch to 7-phase flash mode. Skirk's normal attacks will enhance in this mode and will convert to dealing cryo damage instead. Her interruption resistance will also be increased. This mode will continuously consume serpent subtlety, and Skirk will leave this mode once certain subtlety is fully consumed or once duration ends. During this time, Skirk can use special elemental burst, which does not need to consume serpent subtlety, increasing normal attack step upon hitting opponents. Wait, what? So she can get a burst that doesn't use her meter? I'm assuming there's a minimum amount of meter that's required. After unlocking Skirk's passive talent, Reason Beyond Reason, Skirk hits opponents using her charge attack while in 7-phase flash mode. When she uses her special elemental burst, she can absorb nearby void rifts to obtain additional serpent subtlety, plus extended duration of the 7-phase slash. Burst damage dealer. When hurling on with skill, Skirk will obtain a fixed amount of serpent subtlety enter a high-speed movement mode that increases her interruption resistance and allows her to move atop water. She will also absorb any nearby void rifts to obtain additional serpent subtlety. When Skirk has more than 50 serpent subtlety, she can use her elemental burst, consuming all of her serpent subtlety to perform a rapid succession of slashes that deals immense cryo damage to opponents. The more subtlety you consume, the greater damage dealt. Okay, so I have no clue which version of her thing is more useful. I guess I'll find out.
Attack defrosting! The pinnacle of excellence! Let the show begin. Know my sword! Witness the power of Gurwa! Into the void! Off to the freezer! Here's on the loose!
Grace be upon you. Shall
Actually kill you before you drop your shield. Yeah, I still have no clue which version of her stuff I want to use. I'll find out later. Oh wait, no, I forgot. There's still 2 more things I need to try out. Shenhe. We already know how Shenhe works.
Unleash! Down to business. Do your master's bidding! Whirling... Hold the line! Yeah. Embrace the ice! Take flight! Allow me! Manifest! Cryo incarnate! Kamisato art!
Dahlia is a Hydra support character who can provide shields to protect his allies and increase their attack speed. Hey, we finally have a Hydra shielder. Dahlia uses elemental skill to summon a sacramental shower to lift both opponents and ally targets into the air. After Dahlia uses elemental burst, he will cause characters in his party to enter Favonian favor state. During this time, the active character can use normal attacks or trigger frozen reaction to grant Dahlia benison stats. When the Favonia's favor state, the active character's attack speed will increase. During this time, when the Shield of Sacred Favor is broken, Dahlia can consume 1 benison stack to summon another Shield of Sacred Favor. Okay. I understand this entirely.
Frost is coming!
Stand clear.
A touch of frost. Spirit blade.
Let's stir things up.
Getting here. Pair.
This should be fun. Thus saying. Swirl, Mark 2.
One with my blade. From whence you came. Getting here. Dead reckoning. Pair. Getting here. Frost is coming. Please no.
Surprise baptism. Enhanced cannon will mod.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Surprise baptism. Alright. Warm-up is done. Let's actually get to Skirk's story. I don't really know what a good Abyss team would be. Let's see, can I theme team this? What good, quote-unquote, Abyss characters do I have access to? I mean, the Traveler's loosely related to the Abyss, I guess? Official acts like she's related to the Abyss. I mean, technically the Natlanese are related to the Abyss because they're fighting the Abyss all the time. You know what? Yeah, I think that switching to a Natlan team is the most Abyss-coded we can get, so... Yeah, we got some jumps, we got some running, and we got some mid-air shit. Doesn't not like it matters, we're not gonna be in Natlan. Wait, we are in Natlan? Hold up, the mission's in Natlan? Where's the mission? Ah, the mission's in Natlan. Why did I think it was in the desert?
Full throttle.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was saying. Eon-san! Apparently everyone is voiced except for...
I didn't expect to run into you two here.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard anyone call Traveler anything but Traveler before, so being called by my ancient name was surprising. Anyway, I believe everybody but the Travelers, plural, and Dainsliff are voiced in this quest.
Hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Oh god, new Paimon. You're gonna take some getting used to.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Yeah, this Paimon's gonna take some getting used to. This is Timu Paimon right now.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
Yes.
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Rather than training, that does sound more like helping you out.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols. Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too? I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class. Yeah, that makes sense.
Paimon, face her.
Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
I can't get over this Paimon voice. Look, I'm sure this woman's a very talented person, but I am so used to regular Paimon. This does not sound like a Paimon replacement. This sounds like a random YouTuber doing a Paimon voice actor in Genshin Impact Bridge. Oh god, this is gonna take so much getting used to.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, I'll do it for you, Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Girl, weren't that? Strange things are always happening.
Strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Apparently, my Moarika is actually a sub DPS. I was gonna say hello.
Let's ride.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here?
So it needs to rest, fuck. Let the thing vibe.
You woke it up! Huh? It ran away! Oh, yes, our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Did you forget that some hilichurls keep their humanity Paimon? Or did you never learn that? There's something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it?
Nani?
You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Paimon, please stop using that voice. This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
Also, we came here on a spaceship? What? No, I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
There are only two of these. One belongs to me, and the other to my sister.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender. But anyway,
Is there a
I don't know
difference?
where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it
The
come from?
simplest
Continent
explanation
Joe.
is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here too.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
We should send you back to check back in with Fianza while I follow the trail.
There you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
God damn it, sis! Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Lumine's on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time. Have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
I'm sorry, did we not fight the Abyss already?
Preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Didn't we do this already?
Sect versus the entire nation at war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
Okay, genuine question. Is there a difference between the Abyss and the Abyss Order? Because I swear to God, we did this already.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
I'd say the keys, but... No, are they? I'm trying to remember if Hilly Churls are directly a part of the Abyss Order. Maybe they're looking for the key? I don't remember if Hilly Churls work for the Abyss Order.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can bribe some information on the Abyss Order.
Great, then let's head over together.
A space and time for you. Started. My brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We've got to end this war. We should love one another.
Mawika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be... revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite.
So the Abyss
For
and the
time
Abyss
being,
Order
we
are
should
two different
continue monitoring
things.
the
Okay.
situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Or at least what's left of them.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
What do you mean with you? Wait, are you not fighting? No, this one's personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leader of the Abyss Order is my sister.
Yep, that's how it is.
goodness. That is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
I'd rather have a Kachina than an Eon-san, but it can't be helped. Hello, me. Looking very nice today.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
She should be out of the house more often.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something?
That makes no sense. Why would they hit you the hardest if you're our weakest link?
The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
Oh no, your novel. How horrible. You should be on the front lines more often! You're like, what, the second, third most powerful person in that land? I don't remember what the rankings are. I know Mawika's number 1, and number 2 seems to be like a hodgepodge of Citlali, Eon-san, and Chaska. And then it seems to be another hodgepodge between Mualani, Kachina, and Kanish. I don't know what the fuck the rankings of strongest people are here.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your sister has poor taste.
I mean, she's currently leading a fucking darkness cult, so I kind of have to agree with her. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I was her, I'd have changed that name a long time ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
A member? No.
I said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Damn it. I was about to refill my drink.
Needed chance to vent my frustration. Not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
Did you say it out loud?
That part out loud, Citlali. Anyway, let's get him!
I'm guessing I would have gotten a Trials at Lolly if not for the fact that I still have a Trials at Lolly.
Be free. Tell me what you see.
Why do I have you in my healer slots? Did they change my entire team setup?
Why me?
Where's the other one? Over there.
Heads up! It's justice o'clock!
Is Aurora with this team? I can't tell how much of this is my team because of how weirdly it's set up. Rift Towns are part of the Abyss Order? I thought there were more Rift Towns.
Much better. That's more like it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here
Never
just now?
see it
Need any help?
coming.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
Took them long enough.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Oh shit.
Show no mercy!
Farewell. Time to say hello.
Time to say goodbye. In the innocence of you.
Incinerate! Full throttle! Breath from the sky!
Forward! Crush them!
Incinerate!
I'm sorry, where's the enemy?
What is that thing? It's like it's draining a strong part from my body. Find a way to destroy it.
You two!
Not too far now.
The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance.
Look out below! Charge!
Warriors, attack! After them!
Let's ride!
The end of our legacy.
For the wrath of each! You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind!
Resist the abyss will pay the price.
Not too far now. Go! You're free now!
Fulfill our task! You two! Time to... Hero incoming! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Heads up!
The world will.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind.
Calm down,
Well,
Smalley.
whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't
Transformers.
know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser as the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Lumine to talk to me and get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two.
You were debating whether to ask me out? That's cute.
Let's ride.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Tilali are waiting for us. Oh, we've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by?
She's wearing a dress, she doesn't have
It's kinda ludicrous
pockets.
to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing, and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Hello, Conrian.
Who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person, but, where's the monsters you're speaking of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
Hey,
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
I really don't see anything. Where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Nani?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right.
How do we fight things we can't see?
Okay.
Let's fight the invisible
Are
enemy.
you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Huh? Rift Hounds. Suddenly I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry. I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Paimon, just touch her hand so you can see them too.
Full throttle!
Be free.
It's justice o'clock! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Ta! Dip! Dip! Yeah! Hut! Yeah! Okay, now kablam! Yeah! Headbutt!
So to all, like, 3 of you who are wrestling fans, what finishers would you give, I've forgotten names. Varissa, if you were to make her in a wrestling game?
Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
Because recently I downloaded Varissa in wrestling game because I wanted to. And the person gave them her mainly ass attacks as her finishers, but, like, her finisher would be her ult, right? And her ult's a drop kick. So, like, am I the only one that thinks her finisher would be a missile drop kick and not ass attacks? Ass attacks would be her 6, right? It's not just me? Sorry, I know it's a little off topic, but I just remembered downloading that Varissa card because I was fighting as Varissa.
You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
Pod means create a wrestler, by the way. I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hands.
Oh, really?
Let's try it one more time. I want to check if I got all the monsters.
Sure.
Kids, close your eyes. We're about to get lewd up in here. What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have made us more monstrous than the monsters. I'd never do something so horrendous.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There's a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
So I know this quest has something to do with timeline shenanigans. There'll be some shit the Illy troll that left the shit there was her.
Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you.
Because she's
around.
clearly Conrian. We know this from the teasers and the fact that her flowers, I believe, are similar to
I'm gonna
Lumine's.
stay here until I heal up.
If not outright Lumine's.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small
Conria.
village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Yeah, you're looking for Lumaine.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Except for his penis.
The gender. The savior was described as a young woman.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Who? Who is it?
My sister.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
You could just, not talk.
Fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that Doomsday will come? Or have you always believed the Savior will come? I don't know why we're asking this. I'll go with Doomsday.
Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. That the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole Doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
She spoke of conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
Horny. How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Oh, a primo code. Convenient timing.
Take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. And hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
I'll be there in a second. Oh, okay, there we go. Copy that. Redeem. Thank you. Is that mail the code I just redeemed? Is it that fast? Anyway, anyone in chat, there you go. Have a Genshin code. It should get you 40 Primo Gems. Yes, the code redeemed. Also the web event stuff. Grab. Kill.
There's a... lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing...
She's like, ooh, sandwich! What was I talking about again? Go supersonic, the problem's chronic. Tell me does life exists beyond
How did it go?
this?
Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault, so...
Thanks, you two.
So I got distracted going into my head, so I have no clue what the fuck we're doing. Hey there.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Of course I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Guys, I don't actually remember him.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me.
Yo,
Maybe it's part of their religion or
boss.
something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Seems suspicious, though. Does it be related to their true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet?
Sure.
I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
All right, then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. I'm starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. What are you waiting for? Bring it on.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us.
Bro got one tapped.
I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Well, you took that loss well.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you learned anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Ian-san.
Okay.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Paimon! Leave the guy alone! Ignore Paimon, he wasn't the problem.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up.
I thought you were drunk for a second there.
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Siglali, I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them?
That's what I said.
Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
Yes.
Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Well, we just did.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
We just did, Vo!
Hey, I'm not that old!
I agree. It's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
You tell the two about what happened. Please get pissed that I held someone's hand.
You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
I knew it! She got pissed we held another woman's hand.
That's the part that bothers you?
Of course it is. She's my biggest simp in Natlan.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Yes, we get it. You want me to hold your
Just
hands.
jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy? Do you think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Sorry for all the yawning. I haven't gotten much of a nap today.
And now I can even find the recipient. Where are they?
That's definitely teleporting distance. Right, because it's all the way back here. I don't think that was the right spot.
My parents always...
Whatever.
Let's ride.
Zoom, zoom. Oh, zoom, 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 zoom.
Hip. Try and stop me.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right? Oh, so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and move carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Nani? Shoot, maybe Deidre really is,
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. And somehow it still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walk into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left.
Huh.
I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Could she really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You are unbelievable. Sure, I know this recipe only takes an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
That's 2 favors you owe me now. Hope you're sure to keep count.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre.
Fuck.
Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young,
I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives in the ocean, say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like
Not that complex.
journeying with a traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with
Oh my
Grandma.
god, your hair is
Even if the
asymmetrical. I
village was
hate
my
it.
entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So
Oh my god, I hate it. Why is it
set off
asymmetrical?
on my journey to find the Savior.
Get her another flower
I'm going to make
ASAP.
my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I can think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her?
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Quick, hold my hand.
Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, guess we gotta try that trick again. Touch my body.
Can you see them now?
Yeah, stay back, I'll handle them. Paimon being worthless as always. New voice, same Paimon.
Oh,
That's not my star snap. My star. I forgot the name of my stone constructs. Oh, I pressed the tap one.
Get to work. Eat lolling, eat papa, boot.
It's time to say goodbye.
One fell swoop. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Heads up. Hero incoming. Hurry up, Grassa.
Where are you? It's a nice touch that it goes right after them if I'm not nearby. Yeah, her finisher's definitely a missile drop kick and not an ass attack. Time to say goodbye.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
Was that fast? I feel like I took an absurd amount of time.
Getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
In theory.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
You're a bisexual disaster, aren't you?
Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I feel like if I spend the night first at Lolly's gonna have an aneurysm. I'm personally satisfied that Daredif isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor for another night.
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, something happens. Sudden a vivid dream fills your mind. Oh, this is the Night Kingdom. What do you mean? Lumine! And the Lord of the Night? Nani? My head. It hurts. My head. Oh, my headache. It's gone? I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
That dream I just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares.
So losing the headache was presumably her.
But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Hey!
Paimon.
You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Lumine in the Night Kingdom, the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind. The memory's gone. I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
No horny allowed in Paimon's presence!
Do I really seem that shady to you?
It's okay, Paimon. I give her permission to be horny.
Well, dear Edith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, dear Edith.
Bye, Inara.
Oh, wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Who?
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on. I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Let me guess, she can't see them?
It doesn't look like they're marching to war. Or like they're... running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
Oh, cool. More time bullshit.
Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Huh. Wait a second.
Oh, that's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
Huh. I bet. The tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribe.
I'm sorry, what sword am I wielding right now?
Woohoo! All done!
Did I just one-tap them through their shields?
They really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there is also many monsters that I can see, but Deirdre can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdre.
Bro, what the fuck's a Master of the Night Wind? So is Deirdre gone already? I don't remember the way well enough to check the cave where she was. It was somewhere around there, right? Is she still interactable outside of those original cutscenes? I don't know, I think I passed where she originally was. Yeah, I definitely passed where she originally was. It wasn't this much climbing. Yeah, fuck it. I wanted to see if I could catch her outside of the main cutscenes, but I can't remember where she was, so screw this.
Hey, Yansan! We're back! We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
And why would they run from beating us? The Abyss Order send reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Why did you word it that way, you
Phrase
dumbass?
that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the power of Khan's might in time on them?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized.
Skirk?
The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
It's either Skirk or Dainslift. Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be? He never misses an occasion like this.
Dainsliff.
Oh, I should have said it at the same time as her. I'm sorry. Since the Traveler's not voiced, I should have said at the same time as Paimon. Anyway. Oh, Dane.
Rev the engines! Rise like smoke!
Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsliff. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
That's the most excited I've ever heard of Yon-san. No need to thank me. Hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
He's okay at best.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance.
So Yon-san's name means power.
Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san! Hey, Dane! Wouldn't it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend!
Yon-san, yes? I'll remember her name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary. When dealing with the citizens of the Seven, it's a matter of principle for me. Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war of the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time. Even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they've gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I had a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan. So they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever anticipate. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's a one-man attack on the enemy front. He put him in... Pat's put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
So she's here in person. Unsurprising given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a lord of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on. That girl called her the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard the term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that. I referred to your sister then, too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm was already taking place? It makes no sense. Term's been around even before the Cataclysm?
Wait, wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when she was first granted the title of Princess. The Vinster King and the entire court of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that she would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with her there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the princess by those who believed their rhetoric. Of course, you know how the story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power.
Oh, sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
Is this why Lumine's so determined to revive the homeland? Because she thinks she failed as the Conrian saver? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she's descended from pure-blood Conrians, afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myths for the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Between 8 and 10 the next day. Why did you lag? I'm on the PS5. There shouldn't be any room to lag. Ow. Talk to Dane.
Try and stop me!
No, we can't give them that much time.
That? Dane and the Yansan discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
I can hear Yansan's juices dripping from here.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You had intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsliff. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well, then I will go there alone. Thank you for your intel.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsliff.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsliff, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Alright, fine, I'm coming.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Meet up with Dainsliff.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. It's been the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side.
We?
Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives.
Again, we?
And if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's go.
In this battle, Dainsleif will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear out obstructions that block your path. The swordsmanship Dainsleif has mastered as a Conry and court guard captain allows him to easily spy the weaknesses of opposing elemental wards. His law work against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to also destroy their void wards. What finds this?
Burn it down! Farewell!
Yeah, heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah! Headbutt! Yeah! Yeah! Oof! Kapow! Hi! Yeah!
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Yansan. No one's backing down.
The gift of grace.
Rev the engines! Pyroclastic surge! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eden!
Time to say hello.
Let's run!
Shine.
Yeah! Maximum power! Charge! Height! Stop!
Hear the truth.
Heads up! Hero incoming! Yeah!
In the name of the truth. The power of shall endure.
Fulfill our pact!
Farewell!
Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Coming! Watch out!
Not too far now. Go! You're free now!
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Full throttle!
Why me? Yeah! Oof! Charge!
Get to work! You two! Time to end!
You're free!
Light it up!
Yeah! Look out below!
Light it up, light it up, light it up.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Show no mercy!
Lolin! East Papa! Get him! Headbutt!
Respect and answers. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it,
Justice o'clock!
Now rise once again.
Time to roll.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advance is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or that you can still turn the tides of this war.
Allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater.
What's that?
Today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish? Does that mean...
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover?
Yep.
Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tired of your tedium. Is there more to reviving a homeland than just reviving its ley lines?
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Malika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Kanya has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
So the girl was a ley line creation? Anything amiss? There are signs I could have missed.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Lumine in the Night Kingdom, facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There are other signs as well. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with the Yons on Sitlali. This isn't their usual style. The mediation of the Abyss Order's followers. According to the guard stationed near the Master of the Night Wind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. I can't see monsters at the same time as Deirdre. I can see monsters that Deirdre could see, and she couldn't see the ones that I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Assuming he's right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Deirdre. If she's Conran like Dane suspects, then that means that revived Conran that he speaks of might actually exist. And despite hailing from a separate time and space, Deirdre has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going on for your minds right now, do not trust it. I urge you to not believe his lies. The notion that Conran has been revived is preposterous. Once I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. This is only one. What? The only thing that should demand our attention. This is the only thing that demand our attention in this instant. And that is silencing this man. Okay, there is only one thing that should demand our attention in this moment. That's silencing this man for good.
Let's ride! Try and stop me!
Show no mercy! Suffer the...
Go! You're free now! Rise with the sun! Light up the blazing sun!
Antenna! Grant me strength!
Charge!
Hero incoming! Yeah!
My body is failing me. Will not bring shame to the name of the Abyss!
You two! Time to clear away!
The Abyss Order's mission!
Time to say hello. Wrath from the sky! Incinerate! Full throttle! The flame burns on.
Dude just beat God's ass.
Be free! You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natland, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Deirdre is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all this. I understand you think she might be from the revived Conria, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Conria can be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your fury. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Lumine, I'm guessing? Thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. Should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions, the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you'd soon find out how much darkness your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to back on.
I never thought you'd side the Abyss Order, Hayden. You would have easily blamed the princess for her betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd have not expected you to forgive her. Had you been so generous during your time as a knight at Academy, as my instructor in the Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. As much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sir Talogi, was persecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's a little point discussing it now, of course, but all this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it?
I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Dainza slowly closed his eyes. Countless memories of Khaenri'ah flood his mind. All the sights, memories, and feelings. Everything etched into heart and mind are simply recalling everything seems to take a long time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I almost thought the stream crashed for a second. I keep forgetting that these black screens are going to be on the screen as well. I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate? What have you done? Tell me!
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the loom of fate is running as we speak. In the so-called meditation your members have been performing. Purpose was to supply the loom of fate with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who was sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, Your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But we had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So, if this was your true goal, to lure me here and guide me into a state of meditation and access my memories, so be it. If you have my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, produce land over 100 times for your deception. Hope this is worth it. Okay.
Running late again.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Did something happen? What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Daedra is right now? So she really is.
Not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end.
I mean, your world
In that
is.
case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland?
You don't want me to answer that.
No, wait. Don't answer that.
Smart girl.
We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
Okay, I know this is a very cursed thought, but what would have happened if we, went full hentai and I knocked her up? Yeah, I know. That's completely unhinged and has nothing to do with what's going on right now. But I'm just curious. What happens if someone from the future knocks up someone from the past? Would that cause any time paradox bullshit?
Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too.
I wish that was the trade case.
So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met?
Am I gonna give her... Wait, am I going to give her Lumine's key so that Hilly Churl her can return it to the cave?
When I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
A memento? Yes! I was right! The Hilly Troll was her! Wait.
What is it?
If this is her future, if this is her fate, give her the key. Hi, Skirk. I was wondering where you're going to enter the story. Wait, or is it Lumine? It could be either or. Lumine. So that's what happened. Ishtaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way this meeting could have taken place. Lumine, you knew of this? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led up to it. When the Cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Princess of Conria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Daedrith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So, she actually did it? We'd been separated ever since I awoke in Invade. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me the news at the worst possible moments. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Karia was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my life. So I steeled myself against guilt, and I made my decision. I went to see you. And then? But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure in your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time left to think. I just grabbed you and I ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Ishtaroth? Daedra succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Conria and save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Is Conria really revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Has Conria really revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat's ley lines were locked by the Heavenly Principle. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to have an exception to the rule. It had intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Knights. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I believed the Lord of the Night's permission and achieved the Loom of Fates. Using an Invade as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition to allow you and Daredrift to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. She's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's memories in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria will rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Conria so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really because of guilt? When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as your princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavy on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak to the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. I don't know why, but the way you're something, it doesn't sound like you at all. I mean, this whole thing, your plan, what does that do for me or us? I don't know, it's going too fast. All along, it's only ever been about you, I think. Aether, we will begin anew. At the end of your journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
It's fine, I need some time to take everything in.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your sister?
I did. We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too. I would have never expected it.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Malika had an argument with the captain. Malika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate.
Don't give Lolly excuses to drink.
I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Sure. Still feel like a mess, though.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Assuming Versa doesn't eat it first. I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Mion-san, leave it be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Taking quite a walk. We're going back to the cave, okay?
Try and stop me!
Why me? Get back on track.
Full throttle!
Before you knew it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of lights. You faintly sense what feels like someone clasping your hand, but this time ascending into a deep sleep where dreams await. A space and time for you, quest complete.
Burn it down!
I don't know why, I just felt like cooking another meal for her. There's literally no reason to do that other than I want to. Alright, let's heal up and then do our pulls for Skirk. Naturally, if we're going to do pulls for a character from the Abyss, we should do the pulls in front of the Abyss. Per page. So my last 4-star was 9 pulls ago, and my last 5-star was 15 times 5, 75, 77 pulls ago. So I'm definitely going to be able to pull a 5-star. Did it say Varissa was last, or did it say Dea was last? Varissa was last. Yeah, higher up is sooner. So Varissa was last, so I can definitely lose the 50-50. Alright, let's get our 4-star, then we'll start doing 10 pulls.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sirtologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
That wasn't a 4-star. I really just instantly got her, huh? Should I pull for her weapon? I know I shouldn't keep pulling, but I want the boy. I wish for the boy. Alright, guess we're out of stuff. Last 10 pull. Wrong 4-star once again. This is gonna be another time where I missed the one 4-star I don't
Going
own.
into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
Okay, let's take a walk.
When all party members are either Hydro or Cryo, there's at least one Hydro and one Cryo character. Your own party member's elemental skill level is increased by 1. You just have a worse version of Child's thing. Doesn't Child just buff all of our skills levels by 1? Because, like, specifically if you only have Cryo and Hydra. Okay. So you wanted to be in a team of only Cryo and Hydro users. Got it. Since I like to use my primary team to max out friendships, you're not going to be getting that bonus for a while because I have to grind Kave's friendship right now, but in the future, you'll probably just be slotted in on the Ayaka team. Oh, does the Ayaka team not exist anymore? No, here's the Ayaka team. Yeah, you'll be slotted in here. I don't know why Zhongli's on this team. I don't normally have him here.
May knowledge guide you.
Okay, let's take a walk.
So yeah, I guess it's gonna be Skirk's team now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream as much as I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. Again, that's youtube.com/KingD353. When I'm not re-uploading streams, I'll upload episodes of Vampire Royal, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist, and Dragon Ball Sparkle Zero. Also, if you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation is appreciated. For those $1 a month, you can help support the channel, as well as help ensure I get to eat food. Finally, if you want to spend some time with me, you can join me in my personal Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be in the description down below. If you're watching this on Twitch, the link will be posted right about now. Once you're there, we'll be able to chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Deuces, Kingdom. Now. Raid victims. Where are you?
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
No one worth raiding there. How about here? Is someone still alive? You started streaming around 1:42 a.m. So about an hour ago. Are you still active? Seems you're still active. Alright, so I guess you'll be our raid victim. It will never stop feeling weird rating somebody more successful than me. Anyway. There we go. Alright, if you guys want to join the raid, click on, and I'll start the raid in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7,
All things come to an end.
6,
Even time itself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, charge.
Oh my god. King D3 is ready.